If you don't mind, I'd like to bring up what you've spoken and written about, and it's your mother and how an opportunity came for her to learn English as a second language, which kind of changed her life. And I wanted to ask you about, in general, for new immigrants or anyone, how important it is to be confident in their own language or a second language in the country they live in.
Well, it's enormous, and I saw the transformation in my mom's life, and therefore in the family's life. You know, when my mom was very young, started having kids at age 19, and very quickly had 5 kids. And through no, bad intent, it wasn't that my dad was a chauvinist, it was just the reality of the time. He was out working, trying to earn a living. She was raising a family, and she was, in many respects, almost a prisoner in her own home, because if someone knocked on the door and she didn't recognize it, she wouldn't open it. If the phone rang and she picked it up and it wasn't someone who was speaking Italian, she'd hang up the phone. She was once, because she had to go do some shopping, and she'd gone with my dad one time, so she thought she could do it. She went onto the streetcar. There was a streetcar that ran across Danforth back in the day, and anyway, she missed the stop. And because she couldn't communicate, she had to wait until it got to the end and came back to get off, because she was embarrassed. She couldn't come to parent-teacher night at school because she was embarrassed that she couldn't ask questions. So one day, a woman knocked at the door who did speak Italian, and she was part of the YMCA, and she was funded by the United Way had this program. She said, "We have English as a second language course that we're offering free." And my mom said, "Well, that's wonderful, but I have 5 young kids, 2 in diapers. Unless someone takes care of my kids, I can't take the classes as much as I'd like to." And they said, "No worries, babysitting is part of this deal, an incredible program." And she took the classes, and she learned English, and she's a very, very bright lady, so she picked it up very quickly, given the opportunity, and that changed her life. It enabled her to go out just for shopping, to apply for jobs, and because moms are such an integral part of raising families, having that confidence in that individual changes a family's life.
Wow. I think it's a great story to say you don't have to be just out of school, and you could be at any age and look to improve your confidence.
Absolutely. I mean, everything in life, at the end of the day, comes down to selling, right? You're selling ideas, you're selling products, you're ultimately selling yourself into situations, whether they're volunteer situations or paid situations. And so your ability to be able to tell your story and explain what you bring to the situation is critical to your success. And programs like what Toastmasters offers makes a huge difference. For me, I didn't speak English until I started school. And once I was taught, they'd never shut me up.